What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I got a new Glock 17 MOS, so I'm going to throw the Timney Alpha trigger in it. I also got a Holosun 507C to throw on this, so let's jump into it. Alright, so I did get this new 17 MOS, Glock 17. Got a Holosun for it. I got the Timney Alpha trigger. Those Timney Alpha triggers are probably, in my opinion, one of the best out of the box triggers you can buy. They totally redesigned it. It's not like any other aftermarket Glock trigger. They redesigned the engagement and the sear. So I'm looking forward to throwing that in. So let's jump down to the table and we'll get going on this stuff. All right, so first off, I want to do a little trigger pull test, see what that factory trigger's pulling at, and then I'll get to swapping that new Chimney trigger in and throw that red dot on. So I got this Lyman trigger pull gauge. I've used it in the past. I've said in the past I think it pulls a little bit low from the factory specs, but we'll try it out, see what it pulls at, see the difference. £5 pounds 9 ounces. A little bit closer to 5. £5 6 ounces. So 5.5 pound range. These Glock triggers are pretty straightforward, one of the easiest trigger swaps there is compared to other platforms. Pop those pins out, pry up on your locking block, pull it out. And that whole thing comes right out. So for this Chimney trigger, we'll get rid of this factory trigger bar. So you just pull forward and kind of give it a little twist out like that. Pull that off, set it aside. Then you got to take out this factory spring that's in here. So I just push on it with a little punch till it clears this trigger housing and pop that out. The new Chimney trigger comes with this new sear that goes down in the trigger housing. Push that down in there. It's got this little screw and this little keeper. It also comes with this fancy little tool for the screw. So just kind of hold some down pressure on that. Get that screw started. And take our little U-shaped shim. Drop it in there from the back. Make sure it's pushed all the way in and snug this screw down. Once that screw is snug down, take your new Chimney trigger and trigger bar, and it goes right in like that. you keep the same factory connector, or you can upgrade to a different connector. And then this goes right back in the frame. So just kind of pinch it, hold it together, drop that shoe in, and that trigger housing right back in. I like to put this trigger housing pin in just to hold it in there. Make sure that pin's flush. And then it comes with these two springs that reset the trigger. So this one is for an aftermarket connector. If you put an aftermarket connector in, this one's for the factory connector. And it sits in there, right where that trigger pin goes through. This thing slides right over top of it, kind of like that, if you can see that. We'll put our slide lock on there. Locking block goes back in. And that spring needs to go on the back side of the locking block. So push that spring back and then push that locking block in. So that spring is on the back side of that locking block. Then we'll take our trigger pin, put it back in, make sure everything's lined up. Just get that flushed up. Now we can put our slide back on. Okay, let's grab our gauge again and do a quick trigger pull test. See what the difference is. If you remember, we were at about 5.5 pounds. Just under 3 on that one. Yeah, so just under 3 pounds with the new trigger. So we dropped a full 2.5, 3 pounds on the trigger weight. All right, next up, we'll install this 507C Holosun on there. This gun comes with all the adapter plates for the MOS system. So I'll grab those and we'll throw this thing on. All right, so first step, I'll pull this cover plate off, factory cover plate. This little Torx tool comes with the Glock MOS adapter plates. Pull that off. Okay, so I got the number 2 plate out of the Glock MOS kit. It sits on there like this. I'm using the small screws that came in the package with the Glock adapter plates. I'll get these started. Then we'll put the red dot on. And use the small screws provided by Holosun to screw it to the plate. torque that to 15 inch-pounds. Alright, so we got that thrown on. The battery's already in it. See the dot in there. You can also see that those sights are a little too low to co-witness, so I'll probably end up getting some different ones. So we got that new Chimney Trigger installed. You can see how good that thing looks, and you saw in the pull test that it dropped the pull weight quite a bit. Got that Holosun installed. You can kind of see the dot in there. I've said in the past I really like these Holosuns. They work out best for me. Everybody's got their different opinions, but I really like these. They're not too expensive. They work all the time. They got that solar backup, shake awake, all those good features. So anyway, that was just a quick little video showing you how easy it is to throw a trigger in a Glock. Also install a red dot. Totally change the way your handgun feels and handles, and how fast you can get on target. Anyway, I'll link this stuff in the description. It'll take you over to our website and have all the links for this stuff, a build list. I'll also throw a link down there for our Instagram page, where I try and post pretty regularly. And again, don't forget to subscribe, like, post any comments you want, and ask any questions you want. And I'll check you on the next one.